I made a Valentine for you. The heart shape says I love you. H-E-A-R-T, H-E-A-R-T, H-E-A-R-T. The heart shape says I love you. All right, now let's clap instead of using the letter H. I made a Valentine for you. The heart shape says I love you. E-A-R-T, E-A-R-T, E-A-R-T. The heart shape says I love you. All right, now let's clap for the first two letters. Are you ready? I made a Valentine for you. The heart shape says I love you. A-R-T, A-R-T.
Good morning, everyone. Happy Valentine's Day. I think either Cupid or somebody gave us a little gremlin and we weren't able to start right away. Michelle, good morning. Debbie, good morning. Happy Valentine to both of you. Thank you for the thumbs up. What a gorgeous day it is. I understand we have some rain coming down the pike for us on Monday and Tuesday. This is a special reminder that there is no school on Monday. It is President's Day. So I hope all of you have a wonderful 3-day weekend set up and you're all ready for a little bit more rain that's coming. Well, welcome to the Grace Christian School Weekly Roundup. I'm your host, Sheriff P. I come to you every single week on Wednesday about this same time, and we discuss all the outstanding things that are going on here at Grace Christian School. I'm so glad that each of you had the opportunity to tune in. Let's see how many people we have right now. Oh, not a big number. I guess everybody's out buying flowers right now for Valentine's Day. We got 2 thumbs up and we've got 17 people tuning in. I do know that we have a good load of moms and dads out there praying because I just walked by the prayer group. Kimberly, good morning. Good to see you. So I know that's where a lot of our viewers are right now in prayer, praying for the school and everything, but that's great. Let's see here. We have the Roadrunner Ride coming up, the 4th annual. It is this Friday. The little preschoolers are doing outstanding. All the preschool teachers and staff are working. They're building excitement. I know that it's going to be a wonderful time. Our National Junior Honor Society students come out and help all the preschoolers participate in the ride, and it is a lot of fun seeing all the parents that come and our students that come out of the upper grades to cheer them on. And it's such a warmth in your heart to see how the kids just get so excited going around. And this year it's going to be a jungle safari theme, so it's going to be a lot of fun. We've never done the safari theme, so I'm sure we're going to see a lot of wild things going on. Since we're on the vein of Roadrunner Ride, let's go over to Race for Grace, which is coming right after that. We have the kickoff coming. The kids are going to learn all about Race for Grace this upcoming year, how they can win prizes and everything like that. But Race for Grace is a huge success because of you parents. You support, you come out, you volunteer your time, and we also have corporate sponsors who come alongside us and sponsor the event. Aaron, good morning. Glad that you're able to tune in. MRO Technologies are here, engineering consulting. Let me tell you, if you have an airplane, you have a helicopter, it's a private airplane, a commercial airplane, an ex-military, an older style aircraft, if you need something done on that, or you need some FFA stuff done, FFA is Future Farmers of America, FAA stuff done on it, MRO Technologies is the person you need to go to, the company you need to go to. They can find out-of-the-box solutions for your aircraft needs. They can take care of vintage airplanes. If you have a vintage airplane hanging around that's over 80 years old, they can go through and help all the way to commercial jets. Maybe they need to give Boeing a phone call and tell them it's important to put bolts on the bulkheads to keep those doors attached. But MRO has been so faithful to Grace Christian Schools over the many years. So if you work for a company that owns a plane or a helicopter that does anything commercial or private, give them a call and see if they can help you with your aircraft needs as far as repairs or FAA requirements. I know they'll help you. Just let them know Grace Christian School sent you on their way. And when you're on the phone with them, thank them for supporting our school. We are always so appreciative. Also at Race for Grace, one of the big things that the kids love is the Carl's Jr. truck that comes on campus and they cook the food fresh. It's right here. This year we're including parents. You've received the form home so that you are able to order burgers right off of the truck, a fresh burger hot off the truck while you're standing there and you can eat with your kids. How amazing of a day. In addition, this year, for our preschoolers through eighth graders, they're able to use their lunch tickets to get their Carl's Jr. lunch. So that's a big plus this year also. And it's going to be a lot of fun, all part of Race for Grace, which is a lot of fun. If you've never been here for it, you're gonna be super excited when it happens. It's a great morning that we all come together, raise some money for the school, and do a lot of fun running and a lot of fun activities afterwards.
I can say a total eclipse of the heart.
Total eclipse of the heart. How appropriate.
A total eclipse of the heart.
The heart is not going to be on Valentine's Day. It's going to be on April 8th. We are having a solar eclipse party. And today we come back from our break. There she is. She's just wrapping it up. When we come back from Easter break, we are going to have so much fun. We are going to have solar eclipse glasses, just like he's putting on right there. We're also going to have galactic burgers. We're going to have sun chips. We're going to have Starburst, Capri Suns. And we're looking at a few other things, asteroid oranges at lunch that day. So that's going to carry the theme. And something else, parents, start planning right now. It's going to be a dress-up day also. If your kids want to come as an astronaut, they can come dressed as an astronaut, a pilot. They can even come dressed as an alien if they want. It's just going to be a fun day. It's a solar day that we're thinking about the amazing atmosphere, the amazing solar system that God created in its perfect design. And we're going to give the kids an opportunity to see that with glasses that are going to keep their eyes safe. So it's a solar eclipse party. Once we get more information, we will share that with you as far as what time and everything the actual eclipse takes place. But just pray that we have a clear day, no rain, and it's all out of the way, and the kids are able to see the eclipse. I know the last one was really, really fun to look through. It was, I believe, on a Saturday, so it wasn't a school day, and we weren't able to participate. But you know what? Speaking of a clear day, I can actually see some cows flying by my window right now and running along the field. I don't know where those cows, I think, are running to Chick-fil-A. Yes, they're running to Chick-fil-A. They want to get there early because on February 21st, Chick-fil-A is hosting a restaurant night for Grace Christian School. It's for dine-in and carry-out only, no drive-through. If you've been to Chick-fil-A, they have an amazing drive-through that services a lot of people, but this, we have to follow their rules. You need to get out of your car, go in and order, and take it home, or eat at Chick-fil-A. They are always wonderful people in there. The employees are so gracious, and it's always their pleasure to serve you. So mark your calendar, February 21st from 5 to 8. Let them know you're with Grace Christian School. Take the flyer and stop by the Chick-fil-A over on Seal Beach Boulevard, and you will be supporting Grace Christian School. Let's see, the numbers are jumping up. We're up to about 37 people watching right now, and we're coming close to the end, but there's been a whole bunch of shaking going on, so I think it's appropriate that we go to this.
Hey, it could explode at any minute. Get out of the house. Go across the street.
Evacuate the area.
So today I am going to pause from talking about things that we're doing at school to be ready for a disaster or a security breach of any kind, and take a few moments to focus on things that you can do at home to be ready. You know, the saying goes, it's not if the next major earthquake is going to happen here in Southern California, it's when the next major earthquake is going to happen. And we've been seeing quite a few earthquakes happening, a lot of activity. You listen to the subject matter experts like Dr. Lucy Jones, and she's saying these could be pre-quakes or forequakes, and we just want to be ready, and I want you to be ready. So here are just some simple tips I've shared with you once about putting a case of water under each bed in your home. that will do it. That will get you 3 days of water for every person in your family. If you put 1 case of water under each person's bed. The next thing we found from COVID was toilet paper seemed to be a hot commodity. If you put one thing of toilet paper under each person's bed, you have that covered. Come up with a 3 day supply of canned food. Change it out once a year. We have an area in our pantry that we have food that once a year we have that for dinner, and we replace it with brand new food so that we always know that it's fresh and ready to eat, and it's in cans, so it's relatively easy to prepare. It could be heated up on a stove, on a barbecue, using charcoal, wood, or anything like that. And we keep a mechanical can opener for that. The other very important thing, parents, is so that you know exactly where your gas, water, and electric shutoffs are. Let me warn you, uh, don't automatically turn these things off, because if you do, it may take a few days to even weeks to get them turned on, to turn them back on from the proper agencies. Get yourself a gas wrench. They're cheap. They're $5 at Lowe's or Home Depot, and zip tie it to your gas meter. So if we did have an earthquake and you started to smell leaking gas coming in your home, you could immediately go out, not have to worry about where the wrench is, just rip it right off the zip tie and turn your gas off. But you want to make sure that you have a gas leak before you do that, because the gas might be something that could be utilized to cook food or to keep your home warm if that wasn't damaged during the quake. Another thing, practice duck, cover, and hold with your family. We do it at school. Ask your kids to teach you at home. Find some places that are safe in your home now when you're not running around in the middle of the night when the quake happens or it's inconvenient. Ask them to show you how they would do an earthquake drill here at school. Also, just take a moment to walk through your house and see if there's anything that might fall down. Readjust some of those things, possibly attach them to the wall. Invest in a transistor radio. Yes, the good old-fashioned AM FM transistor radio that runs off of regular batteries like D batteries. You know, C. Crane offers good ones that they work on crank, solar, and battery. So you have three major things. If electricity and everything goes down and cell sites go down, our phones aren't going to work. So we're not going to be able to have radio power. So you're going to want an alternative source, and AM radio is the way to go. And I really encourage you to get one of those. The next thing is pet food. If you have pets, make sure you have extra food for them. It seems like whenever you need it, that's when you're running out of dog or cat food or fish food or whatever it may be. So get an extra supply of that and just keep it on hand. These are just the very tip of the iceberg that I'd like to see all of you working on at home to keep your family safe. One other very important reminder I want to tell you, if you're still listening, I probably should have put this at the beginning. If there is an earthquake and your children are at school, we are trained. We are going to do everything in our power to keep them safe, rescue them. Do not call the school, because the minute an earthquake starts happening, our entire staff is evacuating. We're evacuating students, and we're starting the procedures to search our entire building to make sure it's safe and that no students were hurt or left behind, so that if they were, we're able to immediately dispatch rescue teams. If something were to happen and we need to notify you, we will be reaching out to you by whatever forms of communication we can, whether that be email, if that's up, website. The reason our website might work well is because it's hosted out of the state of California. We might be sending text messages if we can do that. We might send a YouTube video if we're able to go live. We also have the power to go ham radio here. So if things go down, we're able to broadcast outside of the damaged area. So if you're calling the school, you might scare yourself because the phone's just ringing and ringing, and it's because no one is in the office. They've all been evacuated, and they're doing everything they've been trained to do to keep our students, faculty, and guests safe on campus. Once we're able to, and we have everything under control, we will be reaching out to you, just like I did with the last letter, letting you know how everything went here at school or what's going on. If there was a major disaster and buildings were knocked down, we have reunification procedures that we would implement, how you can pick up your kids and you would be notified of that. And that would be for any type of disaster here on campus. So we're doing everything in our power to keep your kids safe. Parents, please do me a solid and take a moment to look over the things I talked about today and getting your home ready for the next big quake. Thanks for listening to 60 Seconds to Survive, and next week we'll go back to some more things that are happening on campus. Thanks, parents. So those were the important things I wanted to reiterate to all of you, that we all need to work together to keep ourselves safe, because if we're secure at home, we have everything taken care of, then we can start to help neighbors who may not have planned properly, or relatives or loved ones. So pre-warned is pre-armed, and I feel that I'm doing everything in my power to help all of our families here at Grace stay safe during the next unforeseen disaster that California throws at us. Hey, Lost and Found continues to grow despite the weather, earthquakes, or pandemics. We continue to get lost and found. Parents, please take a moment to walk through there when you're here in the morning, dropping your kids off, to see if there's anything that belongs to your child. Also remind them if there's a jacket that's missing at home, so that they can go and look at anything that's in Lost and Found. The pro tip I tell you every time we talk about Lost and Found is put your kid's initial or their name on the label, their grade level, and we will do everything in our power to take it back to the classes. We have a dedicated team of individuals who keep the Lost and Found orderly, and they try to take things back. They return quite a bit, but it seems to multiply like rabbits over there. And I know how expensive clothing and everything is, and it's there, parents, so please take a moment to go through and look. Justin, good morning. Good morning, Brian. Everyone who's just now tuning in, we're glad that you are here. But that brings us to the end of another weekly roundup. We have over 37 people right now watching. I ask you to encourage your friends at Grace to watch this and remind them that about the earthquake supplies and their readiness. We're going to have a game next week and for the next couple weeks on 60 Seconds to Survive, where you guys can win some stuff that's going to help with your disaster readiness at home. And we might have a game also where the kids can come back and tell us whose homes are ready, and they'll be entered into a drawing. So nothing like a little children pressure to help us as parents get things ready at home. But that wraps up another weekly roundup, and things are going great here at school. We're getting ready for the rain for next week. Don't forget, next Monday is President's Day, so there is no school. But parents, we continue to consider it a privilege to partner with each and every one of you as we develop the future leaders of tomorrow. I ask that you continue to pray for us as a school as we work together to expand God's kingdom. That's about it, and I hope you all have a wonderful day. Until next time, may God bless the trails you ride. Have a good day, everyone.
There's a rider moving slowly on the desert sand tonight, following the stars along their course, with the moon as a companion, counting every step, looking for that one true horse. That one true horse, perfect partner built to ride. One true horse, a bond that cannot be denied. You would search forever just to have the chance to take a ride on one true horse.